Okay, so now you are ready to start your first anchor. Your first anchor is I can express emotions using art elements. You're going to use this piece of paper. Now you need to keep this in your folder because this piece of paper has the information about the assignment. It also has the rubric for the assignment, and this bottom half is the reflection that you'll complete after the assignment. Okay? So it says, I can express emotions using art elements when I represent a song using abstract art. Your art history connection is Vasily Kandinsky. So here's Vasily Kandinsky. He's a Russian artist. He inspired the abstract movement. He was not the first abstract artist. However, he inspired the idea of painting the artist's inner experience, meaning what the artist felt in the inside. Now, Kandinsky was inspired largely by music. He even named his paintings in the same way. So, for example, this painting here is called Composition 7. And that's a way that people would name classical music. One of Kandinsky's goals was to give an experience through visual art that's similar to music. So a whole body, a whole encompassing experience. So you can see here that painting was deeply spiritual for Kandinsky. He sought to convey profound spirituality and the depth of human emotion through a universal visual language of abstract forms and colors that transcended cultural and physical boundaries. So he was specifically inspired by one Russian composer, Arnold Schoenberg, and I'm probably pronouncing his name incorrectly, no doubt. Here's just a little bit of that particular composer. Now, this is Kandinsky's paintings, the composer's music. So as you can hear, there's a certain element of kind of destruction, or it's not a pleasant, calm sound. And Kandinsky also was not looking for that in his painting. Now, the reason why I'm talking to you about Kandinsky and music is because your assignment is to choose a song of your choice, independent. Everyone's is different. And you're going to create an abstract painting that represents the feelings, moods, and emotions felt when one listens to that song. Now you're going to do it visually. So that brings us to the plan. So here are your plans. You're going to need this document here. This is your plain planning document. And I also have an example. Now I chose the song Imagine by John Lennon. And you're welcome to look it up and listen to it. And notice what I've got here. So I would have my name, I've got the name of the song, the name of the artist, the person that wrote the song or plays the song. I'm listing emotions, feelings, or moods felt from the song. When I listen to the song, what is communicated? And then I'm going to fill out at least, there's 3 here, but you could go on to do more on the back, how you'd use art elements to communicate these feelings. So, for example, I have the feeling hopeful. So I decided I'm going to use color, which is the art element, to communicate hopefulness. But what I need is a description. What kind of color? I chose bright. So it says, I will use bright colors to show hopefulness. Down here I have peacefulness, which was up here, peaceful. And I decided I'll use shapes to show peacefulness. What kind of shapes? I'm going to use soft-edged shapes. Now this is specific to the medium we're using. It's a lot of information, I realize. Right here it says for my mediums I have marker and or watercolor. So that's where I'm coming up with my soft edges. And finally I decided to bring in the element of value. But again, if you remember from our exercise, I'm only asking you to focus on line, shape, color, and texture, but you could bring others in as well. If you look at the rubric, which is again on this sheet, to meet the objective, you need to use at least 3 elements. Okay? All right. So your second assignment is to complete this. If you complete both of these assignments and you have time to spare, please, as much as I know you'd like to start painting, I ask that you don't start painting until I see you on Thursday. If you have time to spare, you may work on your sketchbook challenge, and I will put some drawing paper out for that activity. Remember, you also have a word list. This word list can be helpful to you for these descriptor words. You'll find a lot of these types of ways to describe line, shape, texture, etc., color. And then we'll look at your work together when I see you on Thursday. Thank you.